Hello everyone, welcome back to Dark Force Books. In this video, I want to tell you guys about the releases that are coming in September that I am most excited for. Really quick before we get started, I got a new camera, so if there's a difference in quality from my previous videos to now, that is why I'm filming on a little Pocket 3 now. I hope it looks better, I think it does, but I'm really happy with how it's looking now, and I think it looks way sharper, way cleaner, and I just want to make it look as good as possible for you guys. Last thing before the books, my nails! I think they look so cute. I love them, and these are press-ons. Can you believe it? I don't go to the nail salon anymore because I'm way too OCD about shape and getting cut or nicks on my fingers or my cuticle. I gave up on the salon life and just went to press-ons. I love these. They're from Chill House or Chill Tips, one of those at Target, and they often have sales too. You can get good quality nails for like the fraction of the price of going to a salon. So I'm really happy with these, but I think they look so cute. First up, Knave and The Moon. I think this is a book that most everyone I feel like is excited about. Any lovers of Rachel Gellig, Night and the Moth, anything like that. Everyone has been super excited for this one to come out. Night and the Moth came out May of last year, like early 2025. People have been waiting nearly like 18 months for part 2. And I just read Night and the Moth this year back in March, I think it was. So I have not waited as long, but I still feel like the pressure of I want to know what happens. And I'm so in love with these characters, so in love with this story. I cannot wait for the release. And this book releases on my birthday, so that will totally be a birthday present to myself. I already have it pre-ordered, so it'll deliver straight to my Kindle on release day. For those that don't know, this is book 2 following Night and the Moth. I think this is the Stonewater series or something like that. Let me check. Knave and the Moon. It's the Stonewater Kingdom series. I was close. In Knave and the Moon, we continue following Six, or Sybil, as we see the fallout from book 1. We'll find out if her friends are alive. There are rumors that they have died. We're going to see her fate with Benji and just how far-reaching his power really is. In reading the description, it seems like Benji puts on these gauntlets to see if Sybil can complete them. And a mysterious figure rises to the top, and this is our Knave. He is a mysterious man with no backstory, no memory, and he just might be the key that Sybil needs to kind of overtake Benji, it seems. I did not know what a knave was. I hadn't heard that word before, and so ended up Googling it, but it seems like this mysterious figure in the story is essentially like a servant or comes from humble beginnings. Like the description said, it seems like his character rises to the top of these challenges or the gauntlet, and ultimately his and Sybil's stories will intertwine, and we'll see where the story takes them. And I plan to reread Night and the Moth to prepare for this book, and I'm looking for a certain honor copy that I want to buy. I'll put it on screen here. I think it looks so pretty. If I can't find it, I'm totally fine with kind of the standard cover I've seen floating around, but yeah, I totally want to get an honor copy regardless. I'm really excited for this one. I've been waiting all year for it. Ever since I finished book 1, I have been super excited for when this book drops, and I'm so happy it's on my birthday. Perfect timing. The next one is Winterveil by Ava Reid. This one releases September 15th. It is a reimagining of the Cold War, which I think is going to be a really interesting setting. In this story, we'll be following 4 characters as they go through the Valerian Academy, ultimately training to be assets in the Cold War. There is a disgraced politician, a brilliant strategist, a former beauty pageant queen, and a renowned female soldier with a shadowy past. In this era of the world, it seems to be very cutthroat. There is competition among the students, these simulation trainings for them to be like the most elite assets for the war. We follow these 4 students as a conspiracy starts unraveling in the academy. I assume that they will all have to work together, and they are just such a wide range of characters. I want to see how their stories are going to start to intertwine. I think the question to be answered is, does this conspiracy bring in this new era of freedom, or is it another reign of tyranny? And that is all I really know about this book. When I looked for the description online, this was about the extent of what it tells us. But nonetheless, anything Ava Reid, I've come to really love her writing, and I'm interested to see how she is going to do this Cold War reimagining. The character I'm most excited for actually is the former beauty pageant queen. It's one of those things, like you may have beauty, but you have brains as well. So I want to see her character have like a cool development, or maybe this like hidden strength of hers, whether it be brains or using her beauty or something like that. That's a character I'm really looking forward to seeing her development and what her role is in the story. Next up is Scion. This book releases September 1st. I'll start off by saying this book just hits so many boxes for me. It is described as a fast-paced cyberpunk thriller where Blade Runner and John Wick John Wick. I was like a French John Wick. John Wick. It is described as John Wick meets Blade Runner, and I love those two things individually, with this like the icing on top being cyberpunk themed or in a cyberpunk world. It has me written all over it. Taking a few steps back, let me tell you what the book is actually about. We are following a character named Azure. He is a contract killer. His targets are usually people called lifers. They are like ultra rich, ultra wealthy people who have bought immortality. Rather than taking out his target, Azure has been tasked with protecting a scientist. The reward for keeping her safe is information he needs to figure out who murdered his best friend a few years ago. Scion is written by James Islington and is said to be a more fast-paced thriller compared to the fantasy he usually writes. This is my first book with James Islington. He has set my expectations really high. Like I said, I love all these elements individually, and I think putting them together in this world could create a really badass story. I also really like the cover. It's giving like cybernetics, like modifying your body. If you're into the world of cyberpunk at all, you know what I'm talking about. If you are not, there are just ways in this like cyberpunk universe where you can mod your body. It can give you like more physical strength, functionality, or enhance your appearance. Clearly, I'm really excited for this one. Pray for my TBR in September. I don't know how I'm gonna get through all of the books I've talked about in new releases, as well as the ones I want to read already. But that is the best part about books. I will never run out of options to read. Last but not least is Taipei Story by R.F. Kuang. This book releases September 8th. We follow a college freshman named Lily who is spending the summer in Taipei to study the Chinese language and to learn more about her culture that she has never got quite immersed into. The description tells us that Lily battles with feeling like a foreigner in this foreign country that she doesn't know well, but also just feeling like she's really far away from home. On top of that, while she's studying abroad, she loses a family member. All of this sends her down a path of self-discovery, and these stories can be the best sometimes. A young person searching for meaning, looking for connection, and getting back to their roots. I hope the outcome of Lily's search is insightful and it feels like she found a home. At a high level, how I'm interpreting this, I feel like it could be a little bit of a palate cleanser, and I say that from the books I'm reading currently, which are heavier and darker. I'm pretty sure R.F. Kuang studied language in college, so when she writes about it, it's very academic and thorough. So now that this book is going to be lighthearted and like coming of age and self-discovery and all these things, and I think it is going to be an exploration of self and connecting with their culture, and I do think that there will be heavier tones in the sense of culture, language, and identity is really important. But I hope that makes sense. Palate cleanser in the sense of this is not dark and grim and heavy and sad. R.F. Kuang can be a hit or miss for me. Like, I really loved Catabasis, apart from what she did to Peter. And the other book is Babel. Again, both of these books did their rounds. People really loved them, it seems like. Babel didn't quite land for me. I think I still rated this one maybe 3 or 4 stars. I feel like it's probably a 3-star for me. I did want to reread it because, don't get me wrong, there's absolutely elements in that book similar to this one about language and identity and not losing your culture. It was just so long that going through it, it just felt like a little bit of a slog at times. But the fact that Babel still stays in my mind nearly a year later, clearly it wasn't that bad if I'm still thinking about it. Going back to Taipei Story, although R.F. Kuang can be hit or miss for me, I am excited for this one. My last experience with her writing, Catabasis, I really loved. I'm willing to give this one a try, and I'm excited to see how it plays out. That is all for me. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end. Let me know what releases in September or in the remainder of 2026 that you are most excited for. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. All the engagement allows me to grow my community and reach more of y'all. I love seeing the channel grow. It's so fun just knowing that there are people out there that are willing to listen to me talk about books. Like, never in all my days did I believe that would be a thing. Like I've said before, this is such a fun outlet for me, and I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.